Only thing in their way, the Cookeville Cavaliers. And what happened when the two teams met last Friday? As they say on ESPN, a good old-fashioned beat 'em down. We're all smiles at halftime. And if your team scored 37 points in the first half, I'm sure you feel the same way. These aren't the kind of trick-or-treaters you want to meet. Three masked men assaulted an MTSU freshman outside of Domino's Pizza. And the last time Smyrna played in Ray Hughes Stadium, it was an overtime thriller. But as they sat up 21-0 at halftime, the question became, will they be able to keep it up? The number one seed Oakland Patriots were supposed to face a stiff test. The Science Hill Hilltoppers traveled to Ray Hughes Stadium determined to make the game as chippy as possible. The Blue Raiders is 7-4 on the year and should clinch a bowl berth. Coach Stockstill should definitely be pleased with the progress of the offense. The outlook for the Blue Raiders changed dramatically with the injury to Brent Stockstill last week. Not only did the team lose their gunslinger, but they were also upset by UTSA as a result. It's still 80 degrees in November. Nyla, could you please tell us there's some cooler weather on the horizon? The team expected to get back to its winning ways. Well, that was before Marshall had something to say about it. Disappointing result for the Blue Raiders, but a strong finish is still in reach. The final three opponents they'll face only have a combined record of 8-19, throwing for 200 yards and a touchdown, but he also tossed 2 picks and wasn't effective in the zone read game. MTSU is officially at a crossroads in this season with only 2 games remaining from another year, and the nitpicking that he's receiving, we did this exact same thing to Andrew Wiggins 2 years ago. The same criticisms on Wiggins during his college season we're doing to Simmons.
Has winter even crossed our minds yet?
Yes. We have a story coming up about what to expect for this coming winter. Some of the entertaining and heartbreaking stories in college football every year. Week 12 had it all. A historic upset, epic goal line stand, and a battle in the blizzard. Here's our college football roundup. The Patriots are now 9-0 in the season. However, the Patriots won't have to wait until week 10 to win the district. Smyrna fell to rival Riverdale last week, all but clinching the region for Oakland. While the stakes aren't quite as high, there will be plenty of reasons to watch next week's game of the week. While the whole team dominated against Warren County, Jacoby Stevens, the LSU commitment in particular, stole the show. He made an impact in each phase of the game and showed why he'll be playing on Saturdays.
Is there anything better than a ball game at Ray Hughes Stadium? If you ask Cookeville, they'll probably tell you yes. Let's get started in the first quarter. Cade Smith tries to take it up the middle until he's met by and then stripped by Caleb Oliver. Then in comes Jackson Cawthon with the recovery, and look at that young man rumble. The captain gets a block from Oliver and scores the first touchdown for the Patriots in what will be a long night for Cookeville. Moving on, it wouldn't be an Oakland game without a big play from the All-American Jacoby Stevens, and man, he just makes it look easy sometimes. As the lead grew, it became apparent it would be Oliver's night. The Mississippi State commitment was all over the field, making plays and drawing praise from his coach.
I like about him, he loves football. That dude has a lot of passion. He plays with passion. He loves football. He comes out and he puts his work in, and then, of course, he balls on Friday night.
And how does that passion help his team? According to Oliver, it helps shape the mindset of the defense every Friday.
That's our mindset. Every game we go in, we try to set out. Our defense come in with a killing mentality. We want to be dogs out here. We want to eat. So either we eat or be eaten. That's how we go out. That's how we go out and think about it.
And eat they did. The Patriots dispatched the Cavs 56-7, setting the stage for an epic Week 10 with much on the line.
With a victory tonight, the Patriots clinched at least a share of the region title. They'll have an opportunity next week to be even more greedy as they'll face the Smyrna Bulldogs for a chance at the outright district championship. And the last time Smyrna played in Ray Hughes Stadium, it was an overtime thriller.
The Oakland Patriots have raced out to a 5-0 record and look to keep up the winning streak against lowly Warren County on homecoming night. The defense would dominate on the night, pitching another shutout. On offense, the Patriots were balanced and explosive. In fact, one of their playmakers in particular made sure the home crowd was entertained throughout the blowout.
While the whole team dominated against Warren County, Jacoby Stevens, the LSU commitment in particular, stole the show. He made an impact in each phase of the game and showed why he'll be playing on Saturdays.
Stevens sliced through Warren County like a knife through warm butter and finished with 2 touchdowns and an interception. The 59-0 victory kept Coach Creasy and him satisfied with the direction of the team.
Had a lot of momentum since the second half of the Hillsborough game, and we've built off that momentum. We don't want to go backwards. So we're doing a good job of trying to peak at the right time, you know.
Now sitting at 6-0, even after the game, the Patriots are turning their focus to their tough road contest next week against Haywood County.
The coaches made a good game plan, and we just executed it. Now we just can't look at this. We have a great Haywood team next week. We just got to go out and do good against them.
Rivalry game. Battle for first place. A chance at history. Yes, the stakes were extremely high for the contest between the Stewart's Creek Red Hawks and the Laverne Wolverines, and each team seemed well aware of that fact. The first half was a physical affair with the Red Hawks relying on their run game. The teams would battle back and forth and left one fan on the edge of their seat.
Well, you always want your team to win, especially at home. But to me, it's always more exciting when it goes back and forth and you just don't know what it's going to do until the last minute.
While that may be true, the Red Hawks did what they could to make sure the second half was less exciting. With a swarm of tailbacks, Stewart's Creek would extend its lead early in the fourth quarter, and many fans knew what outcome to expect at that point.
I honestly don't see a comeback. Stewart's Creek is running the ball down their throat right now, and they got a host of running backs doing it, so I think it's pretty much done.
While the Wolverines would fight to the end, his prediction would come true as their efforts fell just short. The Red Hawks withstood their run and won the game 44-30. And most importantly, they provided their coach with a peace of mind.
Well, we're going to enjoy this one for a day, and then we'll get back to work next week and get ready for another one. But, you know, the great thing is we're 2-0 in the district, and our focus next week will be 1-0.
For now, Coach Martin made sure everyone enjoyed the victory.